Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for April 26th, 2025. We've got a full random kingdom since it's Saturday. And we've got, let's see, Lookout trashing, Bishop trashing, Sewers. Lookout Sewers is actually not too bad. Siren. Are there any Siren tricks? I don't think Artificer... No. I don't see any Siren tricks. But... potentially, like, turn our Lookout into a Sewers, into a Siren, if nothing else. If we want to open with Sewer, or sorry, if we want to get Sewers, we probably want to open with it just because, like, if we were to open like double Lookout, then there's a decent chance, or even a good chance, we wouldn't actually hit 3. And then also we want to have it before we like see the Lookout for the first time. So the other thing I'm realizing is there's no plus actions here. That is awkward. So do you want to, if you, single terminal, what is the right terminal? I mean, it might be just Frigate, but you kind of want to play Siren too. There is actually a positive interaction between Tide Pools and Siren. Tide Pool is normally a card that I do not like, but on the other hand, like, Frigate kind of messes everything up. But then you have to like be able to find and play Frigate, which is going to be difficult if you're not playing with like Siren. There's also Stowaway you can use for draw. Yeah, this is tricky. And like, you can play around Frigate with like Artificer. So like, in theory, you can do something like you play your Siren, and then the next turn you draw your big hand, and hopefully it has maybe some Stowaways too in addition to the Siren, and then hopefully it has an Artificer in it. You play an Artificer, you discard a whole bunch of cards, you gain something, and then the Frigate doesn't hit you for that. And then maybe you play some Tide Pools and draw some cards back up. Like, you know, I mean, you gotta, like, you could still end up having to discard because of that, but you gotta manage that carefully. But, yeah. Very finicky, though. But this is assuming that the opponent plays with Frigate. Like, if they play with Siren, then you don't necessarily need to play around that because they might not, you know, with Frigate. So, all that being said, I'm gonna buy a Lookout. Okay, that's a good start. Bishop. Bishop. All right. So we could just buy another Lookout and plan to turn it into a Siren. I do think at least early in the game I'd rather have Siren than Frigate anyway, not to mention I'm easier to afford it, probably. Yeah, let's just get another Lookout. Tide Pools... Yeah, I mean, it is a reasonable pickup. We get a Siren in time. It works out nicely. We do want to get 2 Sirens. So next turn, we're going to have 2 Lookouts, 3 Coppers. So I guess we're not going to be able to make use of Sewers if we want to get the Siren. We could just buy another lookout and turn that into a siren. Is that better? Like, sewers can trash cards when we're gaining the sirens too, right? So the thing I'm thinking about is, like, how long do we need to keep any lookouts in our deck? If we don't need to keep any lookouts in our deck, then next turn we play one lookout. Like, we trash, hopefully, the estate. We top deck our buy from this turn. And some copper. And we get a siren. And then if, like, that thing that we top decked is the tide pools, we play the tide pools, and hopefully we find the siren and we play it. And then we could buy another siren and trash the other lookout if we see that all. We'd already be pretty, like, well set. We just wouldn't have thinned out very much copper. I mean, we can always turn a tide pools into a siren as well, if that's what we want to do. So maybe we do just take... Oh, the tide pools is faded, too. So we can top deck it... Anyway, well, that... I mean, guess that part's not super relevant, because we're going to trigger a shuffle regardless. Well, I think I'm going to take the tide pools. Oh, that is annoying. Wait, what are we waiting for? Oh, for them to just choose what they're doing with. Oh, right. But we don't need to top deck the tide pools. There's no real advantage to doing so either. Wait, can we choose to bottom deck it? Yeah, that's what we want to do. Aha. All right, now... We could get an Artificer. And maybe use that to gain something that we turn into a siren. We want to keep the other lookout around. Or use it to replace the lookout if we trash it. Seems reasonable anyway. Yeah. Alright, so... how to do this? We discard... So we're going to have 8 coins, effectively. Discard 3 of them and still hit 5. And those 3 could be a siren that we top deck. I'd rather have the siren in hand, but I guess there's no way to actually swing that regardless, so that kind of doesn't matter. So yeah, maybe we just go... we just get the lookout back later. Artificer, 1, 2, 3, 4. Siren. Trash lookout. Trash copper. And we could get one more lookout to try to do some more copper trashing. We could also rely on our opponent's bishop. That's not unreasonable. We could take another tide pools. We don't probably super need it, but certainly not bad to have. Yeah. Let's do that. All right, might as well top deck them both. Sure. Oh, I forgot that type will draws 3 and not 2. I could have maybe done a gain and play thing. All right, so what now? We need... Yeah, I think we're just gonna let them trash cover for us. We need, I mean, we could just top deck an Artificer. Could top deck another Tide Pools, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. And I guess we're buying nothing, but that's fine. I do want to make sure I see the Artificer, and we can top deck the Tide Pools anyway. Oh, wait, that's like all of our cards. Okay, well, a little overdrawn here. So we could just take like a silver. I'd like to get another Artificer. Maybe silver first and then Artificer next turn. Or, well, we can also buy an Artificer. Doesn't actually make sense to top deck the Tide Pools here, does it? Because we're gonna, like, discard first. And also, we want to... So, like, 3... We have, like, a copper there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're guaranteed to see at least one of them anyway. I think we just actually bottom deck them both and... Yes. Yeah, alright. Just get another Artificer. Yes, I do want to top deck that. See the other Artificer. You should have just been willing to discard the Siren, actually. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Do we want to start gaining stowaways? Or is that going to be too much complexity? We could take one more silver, draw it, and have enough to buy. Yeah, let's just do that. It's easier. Do we want to have 2 tide pools every turn? Is that important? Maybe. Maybe we go ahead and take another one. Ah. Okay. Just keep gaining more artificers, I guess? Arguably, I should have bought the artificer and gained the tide pools, but I wasn't sure whether that was going to work out. We could gain another tide pools here. These 4. Seems reasonable. And now maybe we start provincing. Deck should be pretty reliable. Guess we could have... No, never mind. Okay. Oh, right, we have 3 of those. Okay. Alright, let's get another tide pools. Now we've got 3 and 3. That's nice. Get another artificer. At some point, we can artificer for province, maybe, if we have enough tide pools. I mean, maybe we should take another tide pools. Why not? I would like to not play this one so I can have duration balance if they snipe the last one. Although I could just 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3. I could just play this one and then get this one anyway without playing it, I guess. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, I shouldn't have done that. Because now I'm not going to be able to get necessarily to my Siren. I mean, if I'm lucky and draw it off the top, but I'm not. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, at least we have all of the draw that we're going to want. Hunter can't even draw curses. Oh, hey, bishop. I do think I want to keep the silver, though. Well, okay. I guess... Fine, whatever. Alright. Just take another artificer, I guess. I don't know. I mean, at some point, it probably, in theory, makes sense to take stowaways, but it just seems too annoying. I mean, I guess we could do it here. Wait a minute. I can't afford to. uh... Oops. At least I'd have to buy a stowaway. Or not buy a province. Whoops. I mean, honestly, we could probably skip buying a province and it wouldn't matter. Yeah. Whatever. Sure, we'll do that. Why not? I don't think we're in any danger here. We'll have more draw this turn, but we need to try to make it 4 and 4, ideally. Alright, so now we gain another stowaway. We played 2 tide pools, we want to play 2 more. Gain another stowaway. You probably gain a province too, but whatever. I guess we do want to top deck this actually. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Or am I supposed to play 1 more tide pools? I thought I had played the 4th one. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we actually have 1 more to play. That... Huh. What do we do with that? I guess we could get another stowaway. yes, I do want to top deck that so that it's not there anymore. Okay. We could gain yet another stowaway. Actually, it's pretty silly. We're gonna have like more draw than we know what to do with, but why not? Like, how many stowaways do we have in play? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna draw up to 8. We're gonna draw 3, and then we're gonna draw all of these cards. There is no reason for us to trash the copper. We don't even want to play this story because it just reduces our draw. Oh no! Wait, no, that's not true. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, that wasn't quite true because I forgot about the tide pools discard. We're still gonna have a few cards down there, but whatever. Yeah, that's still like okay. So we could obviously end the game on artificers and stowaways. Can we end it on provinces? Probably not, but maybe. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 cards in hand. So we can definitely discard for 2 provinces without much effort. That's all of our tide pools. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So not quite there. Right, 1, 2. Oh no, we are there. We just have to wait until the end. Okay. Or maybe we're still not there. Oh, there's also curses. So yeah, actually, we should have played that stowaway, as it turns out, probably. Do we have enough artificers to get to... Yeah, I think we actually can't end it on provinces, because I don't think we have enough artificers. So, okay. We'll just do 2, 3... 4, 5... For another artificer. Not for a stowaway. Oh, we didn't get a province with that last buy. That's sad. It's like this overlay is still actually. Thank you. So yeah, the AI's decision to have Bishop be their terminal is extremely questionable. I like their build did not push me in the direction of even considering Frigate, and we didn't empty the curses anyway. But like Frigate might not have hurt my deck too much because I might have been able to time the Artificer stuff in such a way, but it would have definitely made it more difficult to navigate at an absolute minimum. So I do not by any means think, oh, you just don't care about Frigate on this board. But yeah, Bishop as the terminal just seems very not it. You like it is not going to give you nearly enough points. I mean, yeah, no. Even if you thinned early with Lookout and Sewers, the problem is that like without Siren, how are you getting the hand size to use Artificer for gains that you can then trash with Bishop? That's the problem that I see. You're just not going to be able to get enough like high value stuff to trash. You're going to be gain limited. I mean, Stowaway can do some of that, but I think like you're not really going to get enough out of Stowaway to do that, especially because you're going to need to keep gaining durations. Like it's the Siren Tide Pools combination is what allows you to actually draw a lot of cards. Stowaway by itself is not going to cut it. But the Tide Pools thing doesn't work without Siren. So yeah, I guess ultimately maybe I do think that Siren is just better than Frigate anyway. That like if a player who tries to play with Frigate is just not going to find their Frigate consistently and is like also going to have to deal with curses and that like Siren is just going to outcompete it. But yeah. Anyway, pretty fun Kingdom. I play with Tide Pools very rarely, but this was definitely a good board for it. That was exciting. Anyway, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.